Shalom, shalom. Hey, first and foremost, I would like to give all the honors, the praises, the glory, and the honors belongs to my Lord and Savior, whose name is Yahweh by Sham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Mahavakak, Wadash. The name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, his son's name is Yahweh Shai, in who I reverence. And honors to the apostles that are in the Holy Spirit and to the hopeful elect across the globe and to the few, the very, very, very few brothers and sisters that are listening and also learning in the hopes of being saved within these last days, right? It's going to flow with the Spirit, Lord willing. This will be edifying, right, while we bring this out. And this is going to be concerning, right? The latest tragedy which happened with the families, right, that are grieving. Okay, and who was this individual's name? Hold on. And we're gonna break this down. I ain't got much time. We're gonna break this down. All right, you had, what was his name? Valdo Calocane, which killed student, right? He went on a student rampage, right? Bro, you know everything I've been talking about, right? Everything I've been talking about. You know what these people are doing, right? You see what they're doing, which I don't really pay no attention to it. I.e., so-called gangstalking. This is the reason, I believe, this is the reason why he done it. And yeah, my condolences go out to the family as well, and so forth. But there's more to it than that. We're gonna bring it out. We're gonna bring the scriptures out first, Baba Kishar, and this will be edifying because this is what they're trying to do with us as well. This is what they try to do with brothers as well. You know, the same thing. Look, we're gonna bring it out. We're gonna bring it out. Right? Start with the scriptures first. We're going to bring a bit of this out. Right? And it says, this is, what newspaper is this from? This is from the Metro. Right? And check this out. It says, hold on. Let me get this. He told Calocane, right? He told Calocane, you claim voices told you to kill people. So this man was hearing voices in his head. I've done videos upon this. That's called V2K. I believe this guy was under MK Ultra. Bro, facts. Facts. Right? He told Calocane, right? You claim voices told you to kill people. Okay. Now listen to me. Kill yourself. Yesterday it emerged. Inventions by the university police health staff had failed to stop engineering student Calocane. So this guy was also an engineering student as well. So he wasn't completely a dumbass. He had knowledge in engineering as well. Okay. So the main thing, he was having voices in his head. And guess what? How much times have we seen this and heard this? Someone was having voices in their head. That's called V2K. That's called EMF. So that's what was happening to this individual. Guess what? He was being gang-stalked by these fucking idiots. The same thing that these people are doing now. That's what was happening to him. That's why you got to have a strong mind. He was going through something called spiritual warfare. Right? That's what he was going through. Yesterday emerged inventions by university and police health had failed to stop engineer student Calocane his mental issues. So this guy had some mental issues. He wasn't quite right in the heads. Just like a lot of these people, they're not right in the heads. So this guy, he was not right in the head. He had mental issues. Okay? He's still useless. And it says, Baba Kishar, worsening in lockdown. Okay? But he repeated, declined to take medication. Right? His mental issues worsened in lockdown, but he repeatedly declined to take medication. So he wasn't taking his medication. And the police knew of him. And I was watching something on the news yesterday. Guess what they said on the news? They said apparently he was being targeted by MI5 and his family were being targeted as well. See, a lot of these people are fucking stupid. Bro, it's called systematic harassment. That's what was happening to him. Right? But they don't want to let you know. The guy was labeled, what was he? A paranoid schizophrenia. What, bro, you don't just wake up overnight and become paranoid and schizophrenia. You're paranoid because something's causing you to be that way. Yeah, he was being harassed by the public, by MI5. That's what caused him to act that way. And he was hearing voices, so they were probably using V2K as well. Welcome to your lovely society. And it says, check this out. And they failed to stop him, but he repeatedly declined to take medication. In 2020, he followed a female student to take her medication and threatened her. Terrified, she leapt from the window and needed surgery. Kalakane spent a month having hospital treatment. Hold on a minute. Someone could steal from a store and they would get arrested for that. They'd get put in prison. How comes this guy wasn't locked up? How comes this individual wasn't locked away? See, this is what I'm saying, bro. It's your government that create, and the MI5, they create your terrorists. They do that. But July, he broke into a neighbor's flat and threatened the occupants. Police detained him for the rest of the month under Mental Health Act. So he was just detained. That's all. Detained. He wasn't really locked up. He was held again in 2021, 2022 when he grabbed the housemate and a headlock and fractured his finger in a row over cleaning, and the attack was caught on video. But a source claimed the uni asked police not to press charges, instead found him alternative accommodation. So it was told by this university student, don't press charges. That's weird, that's strange. But just to put him in a shared accommodation. So this sounds a bit sketchy. One flatmate revealed they nicknamed him serial killer. So they also gave him a name, and that could put spirits on someone as well. You know when someone tries to put a name on you, that could put, bro, that puts, you probably had mass people calling him serial killer. Like, bro, that's witchcraft, bro. Adding, looking back, I think he was a ticking time bomb and he was going to explode sometime. This is gang stalking 101. I feel lucky that he wasn't in the blast zone, but feel so awful for those people who were. So the persecutor Karim Kalal said that 3 psychiatrists agreed his schizophrenia resulted in abnormality of mental function, inability to exercise full control. He said the victims of the families were consulted before the plea was accepted. So yeah, that says it all, right? That basically says it all. So where am I going with this, bro? Now the brothers that are teaching this truth, right, the Bible, this is what they're trying to do to you, because the people within society, they don't want us teaching this truth because we're waking people up. Now, what happened to this individual? You know what I call that? It was spiritual warfare, but he couldn't handle it. And he was being targeted for whatever reason. I don't know, but he was being targeted. All right? That's why you always got to know this is spiritual warfare 101. Come on. All right? Spiritual warfare, man. So now, let's get this on deck. Never trust your enemy. And bro, I haven't really done videos up on it, like me videoing people, bro. As soon as I step out, I want to have people seeing what you're doing. Bro, it's blacklist. And they also put people on a blacklist. So a lot of you brothers, guess what? You're on the blacklist and you don't even know it. You know what a blacklist is? You're deemed as a potential, dangerous, harmful person. You're on the blacklist. The blacklist is a watch list. So wherever you go now, probably for the rest of your life, you're gonna be watched. You're gonna be monitored, right? And bro, it's the government that done that, right? Because of, I don't know. So now let's go to this, Ecclesiastes 12:10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Never, ever trust your enemy. Never. Right? He's the devil. What do you expect? And that's what the devil does. Tries to frame you. But this man was being prodded. He was being prodded. And that's what people are trying to do. I ignore it. When people do that to me, I ignore it. And I just put curses upon them in the name of Yahweh. That's what I do. When people want to prod me, mess with me, I just put curses upon them. That's all I do. But this is what's going on now. And more people are finding out about it. It's systematic. They call it systematic harassment. Some call it gang stalking. Right? I call it spiritual persecution. That's what people are doing. Right? And some call it MK Ultra, mind control. So this is what they were doing to him. Okay, bro, it's real. Though he humbled himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware. Of him thou shalt be unto him as has wiped a looking glass. And thou shalt know that his rust have not all been together wiped away. So this man, the devil will never change his spots. He will always be the devil. That's why you can't trust your enemy. You cannot trust your enemy. Okay? You don't trust the devil because he's the devil. He's deceitful. All right? So we're done on that, Baba Kishar. Verse 16, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagine if how to throw thee in a pit. The pit is his system. Bro, don't fall for it. I've had police coming up to me and asking me, are you alright? What are you up to? Bro, they already know what's going on, because people within the police force, they're doing this as well. They're doing the same thing. But they need you to notice, because when you don't notice, then it doesn't work. That's how mind control works. Mind control, when you focus on what the enemy, Satan's doing. When you focus on what Satan's doing, right? It's your police, it's your police as well that are doing it. Because they took an oath. So because they took an oath, they have to do what they're doing. Or they don't get their pension, or whatever. Okay? And other people as well. Okay, that's what was happening, right? And that's why this guy done what he done, right? Like I said, my condolences go out to the family, right? You put 2 and 2 together, right? It's easy, but people are so flipping simple, right? An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee in a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he, check this out, but if he, right, find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. So you got to be careful, man. Right? You think the government agencies are not watching your video? Why do you think it takes so long for me to do my videos? That's government agencies, corporations that are trying to hinder you. Bro, do you really think the police want you to? Bro, they've been told, please try and get these individuals off the streets, and they get their orders from high up, from the bankers. The police ain't doing their own thing. They get their orders from the bankers, because they serve. This is what the police, really, they talk about. Yeah, we're here to stay. They're not serving you. They serve the bankers' interests. That's what they serve. So if you have an elitist say, please, yeah, we gotta try a way to get them off the streets. Please try to slander them. Try to do something. Put them on a blacklist. Make them seem like they're useless. Do something. That's what they're going to do, because they've been told to do that. You're dealing with people that are just conform because they're scared. So that's what's going on. Right? And Satan's got so desperate, he needs to use harassment tactics now. So he's using the public as well. Bro, it's all spiritual. This is why that guy went on that attack, that knifing spree. Right? Because he was being pushed to the limit. And that's not the only one, bro. You hear it every other day. It goes on America. You hear it. People shooting up schools and buildings. Why? Bro, nobody just wakes up overnight and think, whoa, you know what? I'm going to go on a spree, a shooting spree. Nobody does that, right? Unless there's a mental thing behind it. Unless they were product. Nobody does that, right? Simple. And you know the people that are doing what they're doing now, bro, they're going to pay, right? But really, that type of stuff with the elects, that won't work at all, right? You got these bozos walking in circles. Foolish. Right? Looking foolish. Give me just a minute. But you got to know, and it's the program, it's the system. This is what the system breeds. Idiots, imbeciles, psychotic behavior. This is what this system breeds. Psychotic, narcissistic behavior. Right? Then because that individual, he didn't know how to handle it, and if he had the Bible, he would have known how to handle it. The only reason I'm saying, right, and guess what? This is because I have the scriptures. Right? You hear that laugh? You sound like a fucking witch. Right? Bro, that's what you call. You hear that in the background? That's called witchcraft, bro. That's called witchcraft. Yeah, you're still useless. Maybe just a minute. That's called witchcraft. See, you don't fall for it. That's why that guy went on that spree, because of people like that. Because remember, when this happens, right? Okay, what happens? These people get locked away, but they don't tell you the reason behind it. That's why I say, brothers, keep your mental strong, and the only how you do that is by being in the word, right? And this is what Masons seek to do. Masons seek to offshoot their sins on someone else. All their sins, all their problems, they seek to offshoot it on someone else, and therefore some people turn mad and they can't deal with it. That's called masonry, bro. Right? It's called the scapegoat. This is what happens, bro. Okay. And that's why these witches and warlocks, bro, they're losing, man. The gates of hell shall not prevail against Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. They're really wasting their time. Useless. Right? But we gonna keep teaching this word, and Lord willing, we will prevail. We will prevail. Okay, let's see what else we got. Bear me just a minute. Psalm 62 and 4, they only consort to cast him down from his excellency, they delight in lies. Bro, government agencies, right? Bro, they're the ones that put you on the blacklist, man. They're the ones that are orchestrating everything. And how do I know? Because, bro, you know, when I've been doing these videos, when I've been traveling, guess what I've been seeing? You see the people, right? The walkers, right? When you will hear the sirens, then you will see the MI5, right? Unmarked vehicles. Then you will see the police. Bro, it's all orchestrated. It's all orchestrated. They're the ones that put you on the list. Because, yeah, what a threat to the kingdom of darkness. Bro, it makes sense. It makes sense. But all we got to do is just teach the word. Don't act psychotic. Don't start doing videos saying, look, this guy, that guy. Don't do that. You know, now there is going to be times where you're very lackadaisical, and there is going to be times where you may be a bit slack because they're using energy weapons. And the reason why they use these energy weapons, right, is to affect you, right? The reason why they use these energy weapons is to affect you and to make you look louseless. They want to make you look lazy. Bro, listen. It happened to me, bro. It's been happening to me for a while. Bro, they used it on me yesterday. This morning, I felt a bit lackadaisical. They use these weapons on you to deter you from doing things. That's why they use these weapons on you. Bro, this is real fucking life stuff. And I'm swearing because, bro, the law's going to destroy. Bro, I put prayers upon these government agencies as well. Yeah, MI5 as well. And your police force. Anyone that's crooked. They're involved. Bro, it's fusion centers. It's all of that. This is what they use to induce a form of mental illness. That's what they use. Right? And yeah, military as well. I've said this. So please don't get it twisted, right? If you someone has a video, because they video us as well, and you see certain people, right, in a certain way, and they may think, well, he seems a bit lazy today, right? It's because they're using these fusion centers. And bro, I got different testimonies, bro. I've had it where they've used it on me, and you're like, shit, I'm feeling lethargic. I can't move properly. Bro, it's your governments that are fucking doing that, bro. It's your governments that are doing that, bro. Now people are looking like, well, bro, he looks a bit lethargic. He looks a bit lazy. That's because, bro, you don't know what a person has to go through. And bro, I can fully relate. But I'm able to adapt and continue because I have Yahweh Shai. Most people can't deal with it. Bro, this is for the strong. This is for those that have faith. This is what they're doing. And I knew because they were doing it yesterday, right? And yet, bro, it's your police that are doing it as well, right? And your governments, right? Check this out. And it says Baba Kishar. Excuse me. So we went to that now, all right? Bro, got to bring out the real. It's to induce a form of mental illness, and they will have people, common citizens who they pay off, and they have these people saying, it's mad, it's crazy, bro, they have citizens saying this. I don't know who's telling them to say that. They have, bro, this is why I don't really have too much people around me, and it's not that I don't trust people. I'd rather just keep it that way, because once you see how society is, you're like, no way. This is how society operates. Bro, they got judgment looming over their heads. May Yahweh Shem Yahweh destroy these people. Get ready, brothers. Get ready. This is persecution. Get ready for that. Prepare yourself for that persecution. All right? Spiritual persecution. That's what it is. But most people don't see it because they're looking in the physical. Right? Yeah, bro. If you're not bending to Satan's will, what do you think Satan's going to do? He's going to try and turn you mad. And he's going to use weak vessels to do that. Right? That's why you got all these people out here walking in circles. Right? Because why that important? Go to Luke 21, bro. The scriptures warn us of these things. Luke 21:12. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you, persecute you. Really, this is what they want to do. But they need a reason to do it first. Right? They need a reason. So what better than someone that has connections to law enforcement, contractors, EMF, fusion centers to try to induce some type of mental illness so some people can look and say, hold on, something ain't right here. Then that's how they can justify it. This is how they create terrorists. This is how they create them. Okay? Then you find out this guy went on a rampage. I wonder why. It's time to wisen up, man. All right? But this ain't, you ain't going to be able to do that with the elect at all. And this is why I always say, get out there, talk to people, and don't isolate yourself too much. Bro, the government agencies want you to isolate yourself. So they can say, well, he was a quiet. And you know what the story is? The story is always this. Yeah, he was always by himself. He was always quiet. We were always wary about him. Bro, they're using people to create false dossiers. Right? They pay, and these are government agencies, third-party companies as well that they use. Right? This is why they have to follow you. Right? To see if you're acting a certain way. Okay? Check this out. Check this out. Let me slow down. And shall persecute you. You know another word for persecution? You know, I looked it up in the dictionary. It's harassment. Persecution is harassment, man. But the scripture said these things would happen. Even Paul spoke of this in Timothy's. Don't find it strange. They done it to the Messiah. And it's designed so you can question your own sanity. Because you may think, well, there's strength in numbers, right? So if this much people are doing it, then there must be something wrong with me. No, that's a trick of the mind. That's called witchcraft, mate. That's what it is, right? Stay in these scriptures, right? Stay in these scriptures, okay? And it says, check this out. And they shall persecute you, delivering you up to synagogues. Really, that's what they want to do, right? They really want to deliver you up to synagogues, okay? And these magistrates' buildings. And it says, into synagogues, right? Government buildings, okay? And it says, Baba Kusha, and don't think for 1 minute your people in parliament don't know what's going on. They know what's going on. If you're put on any type of program, they know what's going on with you. Guess what? Even the people in your town, I'm in Croydon right now. Bro, most people in Croydon, they know what's going on, but they're not going to tell you. They know what's going on. So, you see how wicked people are. Some people have told me, yeah, bro, I know what's going on with you. Bro, they know what's going on. Right? But it shows you the level of... These people, they don't have integrity. They don't have morals. It's an all-time low. Right? Check this out. And it says, check this out. I want to keep this moving. And you shall be brought into prisons. So yeah, brothers are going to be locked up, of course. Going to be locked up, man. Right? For what you believe, right? See, she just orchestrated that. You can see people who orchestrate things as well. Right? And you shall be brought into prisons and delivered up before rulers and kings for my name's sake. So we were going to be brought before rulers. The rulers are the Rothschilds. Kings, presidents, kings, mayors. For this testimony, for this word. That's why we were going to be brought up. So it's nothing that we've done wrong. It's everything that we're doing right. Everything. Okay? It's nothing we're doing wrong. Okay? It's everything we're doing right. And it says, check this out. Settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate. Slaka. And the rulers for my name's sake, settle it therefore. And it should turn to you for a testimony. So we're going to have testimonies. Everything we're going through is for a reason. Everything. And delivering you up to synagogues, and it shall turn to you for a testimony. Set it therefore in your hearts not to meditate what you shall answer, for I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. Bro, it works on our betterment. Bro, it's all for our betterment. I will give you a mouth and wisdom that all your enemies shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. We just have to see how this thing turns out. We just have to see how it turns out. Right? Just have to see. But just continue, hold on. We just continue to serve Yahweh Shai. All things work good for those that love, or one of my favorite scriptures, that love Yahweh Shem. All things, man. Read the situations of old when our prophets, when the men of the Lord were in situations that seem like, bro, it's impossible. It's impossible to get out of these situations. Right? Okay. Read it. And the Lord Yahweh delivered them out of these situations. Bro, that's why he's a deliverer. Yes, we're going to be put in it that seems like impossible situations, but the Lord is going to deliver us. This is why you got to have faith. Come on. Come on. Since you've been in this truth, hasn't Yahweh delivered you from certain scenarios? Yes, he has. He has. So he's going to do the same thing again today. Come on, have faith. Have faith. But yeah, this is why that guy went on that spree, right? And you see this happening across the world as well. This is the why, because I believe, yeah, they were persecuted for some reason, whether they had a certain level of knowledge, they thought outside of the box, they were harassed by government agencies and the community. This goes on. It still happens today. More and more people are finding out about this so-called thing called gang stalking now. I never knew about this 3 years ago. I never knew about this term until certain things started to happen to me, and I was like, oh my gosh. Right? Yeah, it's real. It is real. Go to Timothy's Baba Kasha. And really, that's the devil trying to persecute you. Right? Baba Kasha. And he used anyone. Right? He used anyone. He used male, women, he even used children. Children also do it as well. They get children involved in this as well. Yeah, they get children involved in harassing as well. What a sick society. Right? Sick society, man. Bear me just a minute. Let's check this out. Timothy's 2 and 12. Go to 11. Persecutions and afflictions which came unto me unto Antioch. Go to verse 10. But thou hast fully known my doctrine, manner of life, purpose, faith. Read upon Paul's writings, very heavy, the amount of stuff he had to go through, and he endured all of it. The guy was locked up. The guy was put to death once, stoned to death, and came back alive. That's all the things Paul had to go through. All right? Long-suffering, charity, patience, persecutions, afflictions. Persecutions and afflictions which came unto me at Antioch, Iconium, at Lystra, what persecutions I endured, but out of them all the Lord Jehovah delivered me. Right? So Paul mentioned about he was delivered from all the persecutions he went through. Right? Yeah, he had police. You know, he had, when you read up on Felix, he had police, right, that arrested him. He said, bro, read it upon Acts as well. The persecutions that we went through. It was a serious thing. Right? Afflictions which came unto me unto Antioch, Iconium, at Lystra, what persecutions I endured, but out of them all the Lord Yahweh delivered me. All of them. Yeah, and all that will live godly in Yahweh Mashiach shall suffer persecution. So if you're living godly, guess what's going to happen? You're going to suffer persecution. What's persecution? Right? Persecution is harassment. That's what persecution is. So you're going to suffer harassment because you believe in the living power, whose name is Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. That's what's going to happen. See, a lot of men are not teaching you that. Right? Baba Kisha. And it says, check this out. Where else was I? But verse 13, but evil men, key thing, evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse. Right? So those that are trying to deceive us, right? You're going to say, oh, this is the beautiful thing. Those that try to deceive us, right? You're going to start to see them wax worse and worse. and deceiving and being deceived. So while they're deceiving, trying to deceive people, they're being deceived as well. You see how it works? Okay. But continue though in the things which thou has learned and has been assured of, knowing of whom thou has learned them. So continue in this faith. And this is just to give you a good idea of what really happens within society and why you had the individual go on that spree. So I'm going to shut off here. Lord willing, this was edifying. Right? And until the next time, shalom to the hopeful. Shalom.